Deputy Commissioner, a few questions. Summer youth program, just could you give a sense of the approximate number served through that and
Sure.
whether that number is increasing, decreasing?
Sure. So thank you for the question. I addressed it briefly in my opening remarks. The number of youth that were served last year, I think, was 18,750. It comes to mind. So the trick here for making sure that each and every one of those slots will be available and funded is to take into account the minimum wage increase that the governor and the legislature adopted last year. So to assure assure those same number of slots are available this year as were filled last year, you'll see an additional $5 million appropriation for that purpose.
As someone who represents mostly rural areas, the sense of that being, and I know that's been a successful program, but the sense of that being urban-driven as opposed to some of our, also low-income, unemployed youth, that's certainly something that I think for future policy that the state should look at.
Appreciate the comment. We'll take that. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a proposal in the budget to do a lottery intercept. Do we have any estimate on what that should provide in dollars?
I don't have that dollar value in front of me. We'll get that number to you right away.
Okay.
But the purpose of the proposal is to bring lottery intercepts in line with other forms of intercepts that are made to recoup public assistance dollars. So child support payments, for example, and tax returns that would be coming in from the federal government.
Thank you. We have a number of programs in the state that we continue to focus on trying to serve people who are in poverty and whatever. Is there anything in this budget or initiatives that we're trying to get people, to help people leave poverty? It's kind of that challenge, I think, that we have. Certainly people need the services who are there, but getting them beyond is the next step.
Well, overall, that is largely the purpose behind the public assistance program that is funded largely by the federal government. And as was pointed out, when we get to the safety net assistance with a local share. So that's why, as part of those programs, there's an employment and training component. In addition, I mentioned a couple of other programs that the governor had initiated that gets to exactly that goal, such as raising the minimum wage, increasing the number of child care slots, increasing the number of pre-K and after-school slots that are available. Not to mention the SNAP increase that I mentioned a minute ago, on top of expanding the HEAP program across the state of New York. So we think as a group, together with the minimum TANF requirements, we think as a group that provides a program to get to exactly what you mentioned.
Senator Kennedy mentioned the poverty initiative, and I know the Rochester area, I'm in that general region, is focused some on that. I was at a forum recently, Catholic Charities. We're talking about some of their initiatives and working cooperatively on that. One of the handouts at that event was giving a perspective of what a single mom, 2 young children, not working, what benefits might lead to, and and all the different things to support her and her family. If she was at minimum wage, and then the chart went out, if she was at minimum wage and adding all those benefits up, and then it goes out as you make 12, 15, 18, 20 plus dollars an hour. And the issue in there sort of brings up the whole benefits cliff issue, in the sense of as you make more money, then you get reduced services. Are we looking at ways to try to address the whole benefits cliff issue in trying to help make it for working individuals who are also trying to support their
So at the
families.
risk of repeating myself, the programs that I just outlined that are part of the governor's initiative are aimed at doing exactly that, to smoothing out that cliff and providing supports for folks who are coming off public assistance, for example. So SNAP dollars are available for folks who are not necessarily, the eligibility rates are different than for public assistance. Eligibility is different for homeless, for the heating assistance programs, and eligibility is different in some respects for the pre-K and after-school programs. So we are thinking with these programs beyond what the basic eligibility levels are for public assistance for that exact purpose, so folks can continue to receive some level of supports in different areas, should they, and hopefully do, become more self-sustaining and are no longer on public assistance.
Thank you.
Thank you.